Learner Buddies. Welcome back, Learner Buddies. I am back with a brand new topic that is related to the Earth crust and Earth's surface. And today's topic consists of Earth's rock layers and what kind of rocks there are present in the Earth and the introduction of fossils. So it is going to be a very interesting topic related to the science field and also the geology as well, but you have to be present here mentally and physically. So let's buckle up your seat and deep dive into the topic. First of all, you have to understand about it. What are the layers of the earth? Like earth is made up of mainly three layers: crust, mantle, and core. We are going to discuss all these layers one by one. Let's talk about the topmost layer of the earth, that is the crust. Basically, the layer which are you walking on is the crust. It is the uppermost layer of the earth and it is made up of solid rock. Second layer below the crust, it is a mantle and it is made up of magma, and magma is very hot. You know that thing. Volcanic magma is very hot. When it erupts, it produces so much magma, and magma is like a boiling material come out of from the earth's surface, and it comes from the mantle of the layer. So actually below the earth crust there is a mantle which is a second layer of the earth. And if we talk about the other below layers than mantle, that is core. And core are of two types. One is outer core and one is inner core. In the first instant, there is the outer core, which is made up of liquid iron and metals. And in the second instant, there is an inner core that is made up of solid iron and metals. Now you can understand about the things that the ore of the metals and the other materials like we get from the earth, like metals and their ores and their minerals. We get that from here only, because this layer is consist of metals and the liquid irons, because liquid and solid iron is in the form of a very hot, so that's why here it is present. So this presenting portion of the layer is known as core. So basically, there are three layers as we mentioned: crust, mantle, and core. Then you have to understand all these parts. Now let's move into the another thing that is very important. How many types of rocks are present in the earth? Basically, there are three types of rocks: metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock, and igneous rock. Now we are going to discuss about these rocks one by one. Let's talk about the first metamorphic rocks. Basically, metamorphic rocks are formed by the high temperature and the pressure inside the earth. We already know that we studied in the layers of the earth that in the mantle there are hot magma, and due to which there is a very high temperature, high pressure. So all of these things make the metamorphic rocks, which are only formed by the high temperature, high pressure under the earth as well. And if we talk about the sedimentary rocks, actually sedimentary rocks are formed when sediments of fossils and other things is compressed in a layered and hardened. Now you have to understand about it. After so many years of the sedimentation, lots of things are going to be settled down under the layer of the earth, and after so many years it become hardened and hardened, then sedimentary rocks are formed. So basically this is very important thing to understand about it, that what is the major difference between the metamorphic rock and sedimentary rock. And the last part of the rocks, that is igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are basically formed by hot magma that has cooled over time, that you have to understand about it. I already mentioned that thing. Due to a high temperature and pressure, metamorphic rocks formed. That means the presenting rocks are also in slight bit kind of a nearby area of the magma, that means on the mantle area of the layer of the earth. But if we talk about the igneous rock, actually igneous rock formed by the hot magma that is present in the mantle, but not in a hot manner. Igneous rock formed by the hot magma that has cooled over the time, and when the magma cooled over a long period of a time, then it become a hard rock material which is known as igneous rock. So there are three type of rock. Let's quickly summarize it. Metamorphic rock by high temperature, high pressure. Sedimentary rock by the sediments of the materials. After a long interval of the time, it changes into the rock. Igneous rock actually formed by the hot magma when it is cooled over. So all these are rocks. Now you have to be known about the rock circle, that how one rock changes into the another rock. That is very important. Basically, if we talk about the metamorphic rock, it becomes magma. We know that metamorphic rock becomes magma, erupt and cools into the igneous rock. We already know that under the layers of the earth, there is a hot magma and there are metamorphic rocks. When it erupts, then it comes out of the earth surface and then it changes into igneous rock. And if we talk about the igneous rock then erodes into the sediments. Igneous rocks actually break down into a small portion, and that sediments actually then covered up in the earth layers, and after so many long years, it turns into the sedimentary rocks. And if we talk about the sedimentary rocks again turned into the metamorphic rock, but when under a heat and pressure, we already know that thing. Sedimentary rocks are also present in the layers of the earth after a long so time, and that means sedimentary rock when come into the contact of the hot mantle and hot magma under a high pressure and high temperature, that again completely cover into the metamorphic rock. Then also again metamorphic rock into igneous rock into metamorphic sedimentary rock, and then this rock cycle is going on every time. Now the very interesting topic that we are going to discuss about it, that is fossils. Basically, I think so you heard about this topic. Fossils are the remains of the plants and the animals who lived in the past and somehow they just buried, and they often preserved in a sedimentary rock. You have to understand about it. Fossils are actually connected to the one rock system, that is sedimentary rock systems. And other substances are also present in the fossils, and you have to understand about it. It is very important to understand because it is the not only part of the science but also it is a part of the social science as well. So basically, fossils are the remains and the sediments of the plants and the animals that has been lived in the past, and somehow they buried in the layers of the earth, and they become preserved in a sedimentary rocks. And after so many years, like thousands of years ago, they lived in the earth, and then somehow they buried in the earth layers, and now they become fossils. Like it consists of lots of things. So basically, if we talk about types of fossils, there are three types of fossil, like trace fossils, cast and mold fossils, and true form fossils. In the trace fossils, actually the fossils is evidence left behind, like footprints and feces and other things. And these gives an idea that how animal have maybe lived in the past. This is all about the trace fossils, from where we get the traces of the animals and the plants which had lived in the past in some interval of time. So we get the traces from these fossils. Second fossils are cast and mold fossils. Actually, these are made up of the mold is filled with the sediments, and a mold is a space basically left behind in the rock, like a hollow impression of the fossils. That's why we know it as the mold fossils. Last fossils are true form fossils. Basically, a true form fossils are created when a part of the creature, like a bones, basically teeth, is preserved in a substance. So, like mummies, that is very common example in true form of fossils, which is very important for you to understand. Let's talk about the fossils in the rock layers as well. If we talk about the layers, you already know the different kind of layers that is present. The layers of the rocks gives us an idea that when these fossils live. In the topmost layer, there are youngest rock layers like the crust, and the youngest fossils you can find out here, like the animals and the plants that had been buried and sedimented some time ago, not so much time ago. And if we talk about the last layers, that like all dust fossils, all dust rock layers, there are the rock layers, and there are the fossils that have been buried the thousands of years ago. You can take an example from the rock layers as well. As much as you go deep down on the rock layers, the fossils that you found are actually related to the primitive time interval. So you can get the idea of the time interval from the rock layers as well. Now it is all about the things that we discuss about, that is the basically we today we understand about, first we understand about the top layers of the earth, that is three layers of the earth, that is earth crust, mantle, and the core. And second thing, we learn about the type of rocks, that is metamorphic rock, sedimentaries rock, and igneous rock. And third thing we have studied actually, that is fossils, and three types of fossils we understand about it. I hope you get some idea now that what kind of things that is happening under the earth also. I know this topic is literally so interesting, and I know also that you get some idea, new knowledge from this topic. I hope you enjoyed the topic. So, this is basically the wrap up of the thing, and definitely our next topic would be related to the fossils only, because fossils are so important that we have to understand in a slight bit of a deeper manner. So our next topic would be dedicated to the fossils, and that's all about for the today's topic. I hope you enjoy the topic. Let's wrap up of the thing. We will meet soon with a new topic with a beautiful slides and interesting live examples. Thank you so much for the listening, and let's wait for the next topic and then we will meet. That's all for today. Have a very nice learning, and obviously nice learning, and have a nice day. Bye.